Hi, my name is Stacy. Today I wanted to show you how to make a clam soup. Now the reason I'm showing you this particular soup, I know it's kind of plain and ordinary, is because many of the ingredients you actually can store in your cupboard. You don't have to have fresh stuff. Although I did choose to make this particular soup with fresh vegetables. Now I'm trying to eat lower carb because I have high blood sugar, so I've chosen to actually cut up a turnip rather than the potato, but you could do potatoes instead. And then celery and onions, and that's pretty much it for my vegetable. And I went ahead and chopped them up and I pre-boiled them so they're nice and tender. But if you don't have the fresh stuff, the good news is onions and celery and even potatoes. I haven't seen dried turnips yet, but you can get the other stuff dried. So you can alternate that instead of the fresh stuff if that's what you have. Also, you can use powdered milk, of course, instead of the fresh milk if you really want to make this from your pantry. And you just need a can of clams with the juice. So for this, I went ahead and like I said, I pre-cooked everything so that it would be ready for you. It's just got the vegetables in here, the celery, the onions, and the turnips. I did drain part of the water, but I just left a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's, a little or none at all. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the can of clams. I prefer chopped clams with the juice. Okay. And then you're going to add just enough fresh milk. You can also do cream if you prefer to keep it more low carb, which is fine. I just add enough to kind of give it that milky look to it. And that's okay. And then what I'll do is I usually just put a pinch or so of parsley in here. This is a dried parsley, by the way. And then you can sprinkle on some pepper and then salt it to taste. And that's all you need to do. You're going to heat this up, of course, and then you'll be able to serve it. Now, if you use the powdered milk, you're going to be lacking the fat, and if you happen to have butter, that really does add to the flavor. So if you do this, go ahead and add a little bit of butter to your soup. And if you want to thicken it, then you can thicken it with cornstarch and water mixture, and then just continue to season. I usually will add, if I have it, I'll add even a second can of clams, or I'll add just a bottle of clam juice, just because it gives it that better flavor to it. It's a forgiving soup. You can add whatever you want to it. Most soups are. And like I said, it can be stored on your pantry if you wanted to store all the ingredients for it. And it's fairly cheap to make. So hope you have a great day. Bye.